Oh, hey, everybody. When we left off, Chauvin just killed Perry Floyd in the street. With the help of these guys, they're all charged with aiding and abetting. What are charges? They're an alternative to mob justice. Let's talk about some examples of mob justice. Here's one. Lynching. There's a one we all remember. Oh, here's enough spelled out in dead bodies in Rwanda. Here's a woman stoned in the street. See the blood on the rock? Here's some young gay teens beaten in Russia recently. Oh, here's one we all remember. Ask your grandparents about that one. That's mob justice. I don't think we agree with mob justice, so we built courts for civil society so that emotional people don't just act as judge, jury, and executioner. It's kind of important. So we need the courts to make sure that guilty people are guilty. So here's the first charge for Chauvin. It's manslaughter in the second degree. Doesn't require intent. His actions put someone in danger and they died. It's manslaughter. He's guilty. Murder in the third degree is interesting. It's only in a few states, Minnesota being one of them. And that's a saving grace here because the courts are iffy. Murder in the third degree doesn't require intent. He's guilty of this. Murder in the second degree, which is coming up, is really important. It requires intent. And on Monday, we had witnesses from the bottom up show that Chauvin had the training to know that his actions that he intended to use on Perry Floyd could lead to death. When you know that your actions could lead to death, it's this. It's mob justice. It's murder in the second degree at the very least. So if what Chauvin did was mob justice, and a court system might let him get off that murder 2 charge because, lawyers are good these days. The defense team is very good. They're more than capable of outsmarting a court system to get a lesser penalty for their client. If that happens, what's to stop the next group of witnesses walking by a George Perry Floyd on the street being murdered by police officers from not taking matters into their own hands, similar to how Chauvin over here took matters into his own hands? This is not a hold taught by the police force in Minnesota or any other, I don't think. This is like I'm gonna put my knee on your neck and have fun for 8.5 minutes, even though my training says don't do it because it's dangerous. He's guilty of all 3 charges. The question is, will a court find him that way? Or will a court be outsmarted by the old boys club tactics that have been evolving over the last couple hundred years inside courtrooms? We cannot go to this. We cannot let citizens feel like their only course of justice, of finding justice, is this. It's up to the jury and Peter Cahill to make sure we don't see appeals after this trial, and that we make sure murderers who take actions into their own hands in the form of mob justice have punishment, so that emotional people in the moment don't do crazy shit like this. Take care of each other.
This is Chef's Kiss approved. Mwah!